Hi everybody and welcome to the Money Man Show, sponsored by Betway. I've got Zelim Nel here. Zelim, how are you, man?
I'm good. How you doing, Kev?
Good, here to talk about the NFL.
Oh, glory! The season's about to kick off. I can't wait.
Yeah, and for you rugby fans, and I'm a big rugby fan, that they're going to start comparing the NFL as a soft sport. Just don't type or say anything and prove that you're an idiot. Just be quiet or tune out. Because football is one tough sport.
Yeah, it is.
And
there's a reason they wear those pads.
There's a reason they wear those pads. And we're here to just make a few bold predictions, hopefully, on the season. There is a culture of NFL followers in South Africa.
Massive.
It's a great sport to bet on.
Yeah.
Usually, I haven't had a losing season ever.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Jeez, well you're doing well.
Yeah. No,
I'm a Bills fan, so I've had lots of losses.
Well, yeah, it's an interesting thing that you're a Buffalo Bills fan, because most of my friends are Bills fans, as I grew up in Toronto. Yeah. So they're in for there's some hefty expectations on the Bills.
Yeah, I think maybe too much.
Warranted or unwarranted?
No, I mean, look, Buffalo are massively improved. Yeah. I mean, you couldn't really get any worse than they were over the last 20 years. But I mean, we are contenders again now. Buffalo are contenders again now. Josh Allen, let's talk about him in the sort of MVP conversation.
Yeah, sure he is. Yeah.
I think we had a great season last year. I'm not sure whether you're going to have the same run of luck in terms of injuries.
They had almost zero injuries last year.
Yeah, we had some stuff on the defense, but the offense was untouched basically.
Yeah. And it's funny, that's where you've added a few pass rushers this year.
Yeah.
Which should put a bit more pressure on opposing quarterbacks.
Yes.
So I like the additions. You've got Josh Allen, who's blossoming. There's talk of him being an MVP or Offensive Player of the Year, Super Bowl MVP. So there's some massive expectations coming out of Buffalo.
Yeah.
And I think rightly so. Yeah. I think McDermott, for me, could be Coach of the Year.
I've got no problem with that.
I think they've got the 10th easiest schedule.
Yep.
So where are they finishing?
I think they're going to be in the AFC conference game. I don't know whether they're going to get past that. And if they get to the Super Bowl, I mean, for me, just getting to the big show, that is mission accomplished. I mean, I'd love to see us win it, but I think if Buffalo get to the Super Bowl, they will have taken a significant step forward. Obviously.
Well, if they get to the Super Bowl, who's going to beat them?
Well, I mean, there's this guy in Tampa, Thomas Brady or something.
Yeah,
he's pretty good.
Not bad. The greatest of all time. I'd put him up there with Wayne Gretzky in hockey.
I mean, easily. I mean,
yeah, or maybe even greater.
I mean, you got to put him in the conversation for the greatest
athlete of all time.
I mean, it's very difficult to compare cross code, but he's a guy. What more can he do?
Who's Ali Muhammad was the greatest athlete of all time at the turn of the century, I think. Yeah?
Right.
But that was before Tom Brady.
I mean, what more could the guy do? How many Super Bowls does he have? He's running out of fingers. It's getting a bit silly now.
Flanges.
I mean, you start winning these things in your 40s. I mean, you've got control.
And look at his wife. Smoke show.
We can never talk football without you going down there.
Have you seen his wife? You've seen her, hey, Ahmad?
So Buffalo,
big nod from Ahmad.
Buffalo to win is what you're saying.
Well, you know that no Buffalo quarterback's ever going to have a wife that looks like that. Because no wife that looks like that would ever live in Buffalo.
The money's pretty good if you're Josh Allen. You just signed that big deal recently.
It is, but it's like, it's not a big market.
Yeah. No, it's tiny. That's what makes Buffalo so intriguing. It's the ultimate underdog story.
Well, sorry, I say it's a small market, but it does have an expanded Canadian fan base.
I mean, apparently they've got fans all the way down to Cape Town. So it is quite a big market. I mean, it's global.
Yeah, and it's not like Tom Brady's like Bela Lugosi. I mean, he's a good-looking kid. And I say a kid because he's 40.
Yeah.
40. He's what, 42?
Yep.
Yeah. No. But I think this is where it ends.
And Tom, you guys have been saying that for a decade.
Well, they haven't. The thing is that I believe in evolution.
Okay.
And Tampa Bay is the only team that has stayed packed. They brought everybody back.
Yeah, all 22.
But is that a good thing? For me, people will figure them out. I love Tom Brady. I really do. And I'm not a New England fan. I actually like Tampa Bay, but I mean, I'm not a New England fan. So
Florida rocks.
and I've been a Kansas City fan since '83. So he's the greatest of all time. But it's when these guys stay on an extra year or a couple of years, they tend to get remembered for that until the memories of that last season fade out.
Right.
And then people embrace him as the greatest.
Right. Right.
So I just hate him to do anything for his legacy. I think it's going to be tough for him to stay injury-free. I think Tampa Bay were reasonably lucky last year with injuries. They had a few, but not too many.
That's true.
And if Brady goes down, so do the Buccaneers.
And that's how I feel about Buffalo as well.
Well, it's the same for every franchise quarterback, isn't it? Is if Mahomes go down,
Game over.
Burrows goes down, game
Right.
over. Yeah, everybody that has a franchise, with the exception of New England, and this is where I find it really interesting, is because he cut Cam Newton
on the eve of the season.
on the eve of the season
For a rookie who
and-
can't move.
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, Sports Illustrated were quoted in their predictions as saying that they wouldn't be surprised. They released their game-by-game predictions on the 26th of August, and they said that they wouldn't be surprised if
They cut Cam.
no, that the college superstar
Oh, started. Okay.
in after one or two games.
Wow.
So it's interesting to see that Belichick's put all in on this guy.
I think he's got a thing for out of shape quarterbacks, because if you look what Tom Brady looked like when he came in, you look at Mac Jones was a bit on the chubby side.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just been like,
Maybe he's
this is
a
the
chubby
way-
lover.
Maybe he's a chubby lover. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was surprised that Cam Newton went to New England to start with, because Bill Belichick doesn't like risk on offense.
Yeah.
And Cam's the guy who throws contestables and likes to have a run. So I was quite surprised by that marriage to start with.
Yeah, I think that like anything, you those guys' egos, you're going to fit into their offense, you're going to fuck off. So it's simple. So for me, it's going to be an interesting year to see how New England do. I've got New England having a losing season.
Okay.
You guys play them twice.
Yep.
I think you open the season with them.
We open up against not New England. No, I can't remember. Who are we opening up against? It's not an AFC rival.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Doesn't
Sorry.
matter.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just thinking about the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Who is it?
It'll come to me now.
Not the
Damn
Chargers,
it.
is it?
I think they're playing an AFC East rival. Aren't they playing Miami?
Who knows? Anyway.
Yeah.
One
of those guys.
We're not talking week one. We're talking predictions.
I'm looking long term. here,
Long
Kev.
term, yeah. We're playing the long game. We're playing a par five.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's going to win who's going to be in the Super Bowl? Who's going to win it?
I think it's a repeat. I think it's Tampa Bay, Kansas City all over again.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, like we'll talk about it, but Kansas City has improved.
Well, they improved in recruiting two strong guards to protect. I mean, Mahomes ran 500 yards in the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, it was side to side.
Yeah.
Trying to escape
Exactly.
the evil empire.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing.
That's a nice segue, because they got Joe Thuney, who sort of made his name in New England. So the whole left side of their line has improved with Orlando Brown Jr. and Joe Thuney on the left side, and they've got this rookie center, Creed Humphrey or something.
Yeah.
So I mean, I expect Kansas City to be better, and then
Well, anytime you protect Mahomes and give him more time to throw
good
or
things
run,
can happen.
great things happen.
Yeah.
I think we're beyond words like good.
Yeah.
For Mahomes.
Yeah.
I think it's like
Yeah.
these aren't the
And
words.
he's got
great.
Kelsey, he's got Tyreek Hill. That defense is
Delaire.
good.
Is it Delaire?
Yeah. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the running back.
Yeah.
They got Tyreek Hill. Travis Kelsey's not too bad at tight end.
He could have a monster season
Yeah.
with the protection that
Spot on.
that the Chiefs have.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's a repeat?
I think it's a repeat.
Yeah.
I think it's a repeat. I think you got to look at Green Bay. I think they are a quiet sort of dark horse. I don't really know how, because they were the NFC top seed in last year's playoffs.
Yeah. But the defense was suspect.
The defense was suspect.
Geez, they would give up as many as they got.
Yeah. But Aaron Rodgers seems to have a new lease on life, because they've kind of given him some control now over the game plan. And if they got 13-3 without him calling some shots, and now he's sort of carrying the team, Devontae Adams almost uncoverable, I feel like they could be in with a shot.
That's my. I think it's. I hate myself for saying this, but I with Buffalo's schedule, I see Buffalo winning the AFC,
Yeah.
and I see Green Bay. I see a Green Bay Buffalo Super Bowl.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that takes a lot for me to say that.
Wow. I mean, that's fantastic. Let's hope that happens.
I think the Bills go 15-2 with a relatively easy schedule.
Whoa. Okay.
I think the Chiefs are 14-3, and home a cold.
Arrowhead Stadium.
No.
Oh, you mean at Buffalo?
Cold. Northern Canada, the real Northern Canada stadium,
30 inches of snow.
with a tundra. So, which negates
Yeah.
a lot of things for Kansas City, because I believe that Kansas City get to the AFC final.
Okay.
But they lose at Arrowhead Stadium.
So who does Green Bay beat? Bucks.
I don't know. I mean, I don't see. I know there's a Brady factor, but I don't think that the Bucks get to the AFC final.
Do you remember when Peyton Manning was in Denver and
Yeah.
he almost couldn't throw the ball anymore?
Yeah.
And they were like almost unstoppable.
Yeah.
Like Brady can still sling it, and he's got all that experience. He basically knows the game plan backwards. He can isolate weak threats.
You know,
on
he's the GOAT. He's a true professional.
But
He's got
he
the
slows
hottest.
down.
I think he's got the hottest wife in the entire
You might have
universe.
mentioned that once before.
I might have mentioned it, but you know that inspires a man to get out of bed and come home.
Right.
You know,
And you still don't think they're going to win?
I think that all the things in life that he's had, that God's given him too much. It's time to
It's
give.
the end.
It's you've got to. We got to close a chapter on this thing. I think that he gets injured this year.
Okay.
And the Bucks falter because
Okay.
that's their plan.
So who's in the NFC Championship game? Green Bay and the Rams?
I like the Rams.
I like the Rams a lot.
Man.
Matthew Stafford there.
I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say that it's. I said who's going to be in the
Okay. So we've got Green Bay and Buffalo.
You want me to go over every single game with me?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Green Bay, Buffalo, and Buffalo winning the Super Bowl.
Wow. Well, that's fabulous. I mean, I've got nothing else to say other than that, because that'd be a dream come true. I feel like the Rams are somebody you have to look at with Matthew Stafford there. He's an absolute slinger. They've got a great defense. They've got good receivers.
Yeah.
And I think that...
Do you think Stafford's a better fit than Goff?
Oh, massive upgrade there for the Rams.
Yeah.
To see what he's been doing with lesser talents.
Yeah.
And I think he's got Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp. And that defense is going to keep them on the field all the time. I think the Rams are going to be contenders.
Worst team in the NFL this year?
I mean, it's got to still be Detroit.
Oh, no, I've got a worse team.
Who?
Houston.
yeah, sorry, no, you're right. You're right. No, that's my bad. Without the Deshaun Watson, all the off-field drama. No, you're right. The Texans.
TJ what?
Yeah, JJ out of there. Yeah.
JJ Watt, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a brother, TJ.
Yeah,
and-
TJ's at Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No.
So you got Watts out of there. Their defense is gone.
No, Houston's
Their
a mess.
offense is gone.
Houston is a mess.
If they win 2 games this year, it'll be a lot.
Yeah. Houston has a problem.
Yeah, Houston, we've got a problem.
Yeah, that is the truth.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Okay. How about looking for prop bets
Yeah.
for the year, long-term bets? Who do you think the offensive player of the year is going to be?
Well, I mean, you mentioned Josh Allen.
I did. Yeah.
I mean, there's a guy who, if he stays healthy with the weapons he's got Stephon Diggs. This Gabriel Davis is coming through as a secondary option in the wide receiving core.
Yeah.
And Buffalo are tooled up to go all the way to the Super Bowl, according to you. I think Josh Allen's got to be in the mix. I like Aaron Rodgers, as I've mentioned.
Yeah. The only thing with Buffalo, and I think you're right. I think it's between two. I don't think Rodgers gets a look in this year.
Okay.
I don't. You know, we haven't had a back-to-back winner for many years.
Sure.
In terms of MVP.
Yeah.
In terms of offensive player.
Yep.
I like Mahomes.
Okay.
You got like you said. You've got Orlando Brown Jr.
Yep.
You've got McCole Hardman. What a great name for a football
It's a great
player.
name, Mecole Hardman.
Yeah, Mecole
And
Hardman.
he's quite a small dude as well.
Yeah, but he's a hard man.
He is a hard man.
Yeah.
A hard man to tackle.
So you've got these guys coming in, offering great pass protection. The climate in KC is a bit warmer than it is in Buffalo.
Goodness, global warming. Just what we needed.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I just think that from a climatic point of view, geographically located
Yeah.
more southern, I like Mahomes to be the offensive player of the year.
That's not a bad call at all.
No.
I mean, he's touted as a guy who could definitely push for that. People have obviously spoken about him as MVP. and he went to the Super Bowl last year. Still got all those weapons, and the offense has improved. So
Yeah.
you got to feel like that's on the line. And
Yeah.
if anything, the question about Kansas City is about their defense.
Yeah, but it's a bend but don't break defense.
No, spot on. But I'm just saying, if it's a situation where the defense struggles, it's just going to put Mahomes on the field more and throwing it more.
Yeah.
So it's actually going to, accentuate his claim for the offensive MVP.
Yeah, so I mean, and I think the defense is underrated. I mean, the
agree.
second half of the year, the defense was
Yeah.
stingy.
Yeah.
So, and when you're good on defense or better on defense, you get the ball more.
Yeah.
But then you could make the same argument for Buffalo. But
Yeah.
let's go to Rookie of the Year. Who are you thinking?
Oh, I mean, Trevor Lawrence, first overall pick. I got to be honest, and I mean, I know this is like left field, but I think Zach Wilson's the best quarterback in the NFL draft, 2021 NFL draft. The kid that went to the New York Jets, he's going to start for them. I think he's the best sort of pro-ready guy.
Yeah.
But Trevor Lawrence he's at Jacksonville. They've got a soft schedule for the passing game. Urban Meyer's going to release him to do what he does, and he's also got some weapons in Jacksonville. So you can put him in that conversation for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, look, a few ifs for those, but the one thing I like about Mac Jones.
Wow, that is huge.
I know.
Old Chubby.
I'm coming from left field.
I love it.
He's going to be playing in all the games.
Yeah.
Unless he has a shock. He's under a great coach.
Yep. Good schedule.
Good schedule. The defense. Well, they play in Buffalo twice. That's not so great for me.
Right.
But he's going to be in the mix because I think you're looking at a team that's going to win 7 to 8 games. Remember, it's a 17-game season this year, not 16. So I think I projected the Pats to finish with a 7-10, 8-9 sort of season, which puts you in the mix for Rookie of the Year. If you're playing each snap as well.
Yeah, he's going to get plenty of reps. There's
Yeah.
no doubt about that.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's got those tight ends that they brought in, Johnny Smith and Hunter Henry.
Yeah.
And Damian Harris in the backfield, but Jacoby Myers is an underrated guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's got some weapons there. It's not out of the...
No, he's not. He's not completely without weapons, and that for me is a bit of a long shot. But I like the bet.
Yeah, no, that's not a bad call at all.
No, well, I don't make bad calls.
What about this Najee Harris running back at Pittsburgh? Because Travis Etienne, old Trevor Lawrence's Clemson teammate,
Yeah.
is done. He's injured, but the Steelers drafted Najee Harris to be their starting running back.
Yeah,
He could be in the Rookie of the Year conversation, Offensive Rookie of the Year,
could be.
or no?
I just think that with the amount of quarterbacks that are going to be playing in the league this year,
Yes.
out of the draft, it'll be one of them.
Yeah.
I think they'll be hard to beat,
Yeah.
because there's such a stigma and attachment to that quarterback position.
Sure.
But yeah, you definitely put him in the mix, and you could make worse bets, and I certainly have over them my years.
Right.
How about defensive rookie of the year?
I mean, Dallas, Micah Parsons was the best player available when they drafted in the first round. The linebacker, loads of speed, loads of attitude. I don't know if you're watching Hard Knocks at all, Dallas Cowboys Hard Knocks.
I love it.
He's all over the place. Looks like he's set up to make big plays.
Yeah.
He's probably worth a shout.
Yeah,
got?
I've got Jeremiah Owusu Koromoa.
You have to be able to say the name to tip him.
Owusu Koromoa.
Just rolls off the tongue.
He won't start as a linebacker.
So how's he going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year?
Well, I think that
He breaks in?
I think he breaks in in a game 3 or 4
Okay.
and starts to dominate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Notre Dame standout. Great player.
When last did they have a Defensive Rookie of the Year? Have they ever had a Defensive Rookie of the Year? I don't know.
A linebacker.
Notre Dame, yeah.
Oh, you mean Notre Dame?
Yeah.
Then?
In the NFL. I'm not sure.
I doubt if they ever have.
Joe Montana was a Notre Dame guy, wasn't he?
I think
Can't remember.
I'm not that much of an expert.
I'll
Yeah,
look
no.
into it.
I only make winning picks. I don't know. I don't get buried in the nostalgia of the game.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Okay. Comeback player of the year is going to be pretty obvious for me.
Who are you going to go with?
Dak Prescott.
Yeah, I mean, all the injury talk, he's finally signed his contract.
Yeah.
Looked a bit banged up in the preseason, but looks like he's good to go for week 1. What about
Yeah.
Joe Burrow from Cincinnati? He was doing really well before he got injured.
Yeah. What did he have? He played about 8 games, eh?
And he was racking up the yards.
My only thing with that bet, and I do see where you're coming with that, is that there wasn't much expectation,
Sure.
you know,
Sure.
on him. But
Sure. Doesn't that actually make it easier? Because Dak has really got to shoot the lights out. Like we were talking CeeDee Lamb and Ezekiel Elliott. And the Cowboys are back.
I'm not sure what the Cowboys are going to do this year. You know, I've got them having a losing season because they give up. Everybody forgets the first 5 games of last year. I think they had Prescott played in the first 5, and they were shocking. I mean,
They were very poor.
they
The defense just leaks.
the defense. If they're going to score, Prescott has to score 50 points a game for them to win. Their defense is so bad. So I've seen sports writers in America picking the Cowboys to have a winning 10-7 season. I'd love to get a shipment of the drugs that they're on, you know, because I like to see life through their lenses.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, I think Dallas will be better, but only because they can't really be much worse than they were last year. I think the NFC East, the team that won the NFC East, didn't even. I think they just had a winning record, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just actually looking into that. But I mean, most of the teams in the NFC East had losing records. Going into the final couple of weeks, I think, like Washington was 3rd or 4th in that division and in with a shout.
Yeah, they were trending upwards. I mean, Washington's going to have an interesting season.
Yeah, with Fitzy there.
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick at quarterback. Yeah. That's
but he's hit and miss.
The beard.
Yeah. So, Houston to be the worst team in the league.
Yeah.
For me, Buffalo to be the best team.
Yeah.
To win the Super Bowl. How do you think teams like Pittsburgh are going to do with?
That's an interesting one. I mean, people say Ben Roethlisberger's lost a lot of weight. I don't know. I haven't really been paying a lot of attention. I don't see that, but they did well last year.
Maybe he can't figure out this intricate system at McDonald's where you go in and have to order your own stuff. You know.
They banned him from.
They certainly shed pounds off me. I go in there and it's like, oh God, I've got to go through this. Fuck that.
Yeah. I think what gets lost in how disrupted Pittsburgh's season was last year is the fact that they finished with such a strong record. I think they were the 4th seed in the AFC, or maybe the 3rd seed in the AFC. They were just behind Buffalo. They start the season against Buffalo.
Oh yes, they do.
Yeah, it's Pittsburgh-Buffalo week 1.
In Buffalo.
Roethlisberger's back. They've got a new running back. They've got tons of weapons on offense. They've got a culture of being good on D.
Well, not good, great.
Well, great, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Steel curtain. And
you don't give away accolades easily, do you?
No, I'm pretty. Unless it's Buffalo. Yeah, no, but I mean, you know, they've got all the pieces in place to be contenders again. And you know, if Ben Roethlisberger's better and he stays healthy, and they finished 3rd in the AFC last year, you've got to feel like they're going to be contenders again this year.
Yeah, we'll be making some predictions on week 1. We won't be doing a show on it this week. But the games for me to watch this weekend are Cleveland at Kansas City.
Yeah.
And Pittsburgh at Buffalo. Two quality games.
Yeah, I'm surprised Buffalo are such out-and-out favorites for that game.
They're huge favorites. Eh?
Based on what though? Because
based on a Josh Allen's and McDermott.
what about the Steelers? I mean, they're pretty tooled up.
Yeah, look, it's there's a lot of. I think from a betting tipping perspective on any bets, whatever game New England's playing, take the under.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, you can have a controlled offense.
Right.
When you look at Buffalo, the Buffalo Pittsburgh is going to be interesting from an over/under perspective this week. It's probably
Could be a shootout. It might not. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're looking at. I think the game will probably start around 45 and a half.
Yep.
And I wouldn't know which way to bet, because if the Buffalo defense show up, it could be a long day for Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Could be
For Ben Roethlisberger. If Buffalo's defense shows up, you're talking about if Pittsburgh's defense shows
Pittsburgh.
up. Oh, TJ Watt, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you can slow down Buffalo. I mean, because they're pretty good.
We're going to see this week, and there's going to be some wild predictions made, and you know, people tend to attach so much momentum to one game.
Yeah.
But what a challenge for Buffalo to lay down a marker. Eh?
And I think all that preseason hype kind of gets its reality check now in the first 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, everybody saw Buffalo to the Super Bowl, and week 4 we might be saying, are they going to make the playoffs? I don't know. You know what I mean? Everything could change.
Yeah.
And there's some of that hype, you see it in that Cleveland-Kansas City game. People are talking up Cleveland based on I don't know what. Kansas City.
Again, drugs.
Yeah, the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, Super Bowl contenders who've actually improved in the offseason, and people are saying Cleveland are in with a shout at Kansas City, if I'm not mistaken.
People are saying, I've seen predictions of a few sports writers that are saying that Cleveland's going to take that game. Now, they may well, but the reality is that it's
unlikely.
in Kansas City,
Yeah.
Arrowhead Stadium.
Gets loud.
And that's the one thing I'm going to do this year. I'm doing a tour of the States. Me and
When do we go?
Me and Scotty Gibbs.
There's room for one more.
Our games are Kansas City and Green Bay. We're going to go and watch Kansas City and then head to Green Bay for a back-to-back. I know, it's disgusting.
Disgusting.
But it's on a bucket list thing. And I'm at that age where I can actually talk. I hate snowflakes and nails to talk to me about bucket lists.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, I mean, come on. At least at my age, 38, at least at my age, I can have a bucket list.
Absolutely.
And I should have a bucket list, you know?
Of course.
Tick, 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 tick.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
That's going to be fantastic. So what time of the year is that?
I think it's in December.
You're going to be in Green Bay in December.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Good luck.
I'll have one of those cheesehead things.
Right.
Yeah. So that's my plan. I think it's in December.
Okay.
Scott is in charge
nice.
in charge of the tour.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and
Will you be doing some podcasts from
oh
this?
yeah,
Oh,
Got
that's
to.
going to be fantastic.
I've got to. And make some massive bets. You know, got to fund the trip somehow.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for coming in.
Nice, Kev, yeah.
Now we can do a weekly show.
Great.
See how the season shapes for a couple of games, and then we'll bounce in and get stuck into it.
I like it.
Good luck this weekend.
Same to you, Kev.
Thanks, bud.
Ciao.
Cheers.